Today's subject is remarriage or second marriage with Christian doctrine. Once in a while, that some people divorce and marry again, and then that is possible. And then then when I read sometimes in the article, then they meet at the church and study Bible together. Then they get marry again. Then why don't we look at what is Bible says about divorce or second marriage? In America, you separated or you divorced or you remarried, it doesn't matter as long as it is done, in the law. However, the biblical doctrine is do not allow divorce. And okay, when you live together, then there is a difference in the personality and the character. So I don't want to. And however, you cannot based upon the Bible. Bible said that there's only one exception: the fornication. And then, so in other words, man and woman marry together, and the man do fornication with another woman, then she has a right to divorce him, or vice versa. That she fornication, then man has a right to divorce her. And this principle is set up by Jehovah God himself. When he abandoned the nation of Israel, Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 8. I'm going to read that. I gave faithless Israel her certificate of divorce and sent her away because of all her adulteries. Yet I saw that her unfaithful sister Judah had no fear. She also went out, committed adultery. In other words, nation of Israel is a worship Baal, Asherah, things like that. What Jehovah God, look at it, that is adultery. So I am going to divorce you. You are not my, nation anymore. So it's spiritual, fornication, and then this apply to, men's, marriage and the divorce, things like that. So when somebody marry, then okay, other person divorce, then okay, you can divorce. However, then okay, what about the principle in the New Testament? In New Testament, it's the same thing that okay, as long as other party, spouse, have fornication, I have a right, divorce. Then, up to there, everybody understand, and we can, divorce and finish. Then, when you read Matthew 19:9. And Matthew 5:32 says this, and I say unto you, whoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committed adultery, and who's married her, which is put away, doth commit adultery. So if somebody married after after divorce, then okay, I married to another woman, then yeah, you are also adultery, but because of she okay could marry to another person, then this person and this person also in adultery. That's what they said. And then when you read a little more, everyone who divorced his wife except the ground of sexual immorality make her commit adultery. What does that mean? We have established that when man divorced an innocent woman, he exposed her to intimate violation because she had been severely trespassed against by the divorcer. Okay. Now, but so in other words, if there is another after divorce and another spouse is still alive, you cannot marry again. This is clear. Now, but then when can marry? Okay, it's Rome chapter 2 verse 2. For the woman which had a husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he live. But if the husband be dead, she loosened from the law of her husband. So in other words, if the spouse dead, okay, then I can marry again. Now, when I talk about this kind of a thing, then wow, we got a new word now. Why you try to apply this kind of a doctrine to us? Yeah, you can ask a question. Then I may be able to ask you another question. Then why do you oppose homosexual? And then, that's it because it's forbidden by the law, by the God. Yeah, but this is the concept is old concept. Why try to apply right now? Then, in other words, we cannot have double standard. Okay, it's easy for me, so I can abandon this. Okay, so this is difficult, I have to keep. No, you cannot apply double standard. This standard, the doctrine must maintain from the beginning to end. You have to apply all the time. So once I made a video that okay, I know this is sin, willful sin, but I have time to repent. But if I do not understand, I cannot repent, that will be sin. Then you may be able to, heading for hell. Thank you so much for your watching.